So hello friends, we are again over here with a new video, and here we are talking about a very perennial issue which every watch collector faces right from the beginning, that is how to store the watches. Now there are various options available to store the watches. For example, this watch roll. So let's start reviewing each one of them, and then we'll have the final review of the watch case which I like most, which is perfect in all dimensions. So here's a watch roll. It is this is typically made of pure leather. To open it, for example, in this, I've stored all my straps, so 19 mm, 20 mm, 20 mm, and then like all sort of straps and all sort of colors. Like I'll show you a few. For example, look at these. So in the same case, you can store, or in the same roll, you can store your watches, and it just like rolls up like this. And like this is for 4 watches, so you can store up to 4 watches over here. But for lower price watches, or let's say medium price watches, this is okay, but maybe you'd not like to keep your costly watches in this. So this is option number 1. Let's keep it aside and go to another case, which is a travel case. So you'll get in the market on Amazon and other places travel cases like these. And this is also a good option, but the only problem is the size varies significantly where the watches are stored. For example, this is a bit wide. So although the watches are safe and secure, it has like perfect velvet lining all across at the bottom and at the top also, and very good cushions, but the watches like tend to roll here and there. So finding a perfect one in this case also is a challenge. If you go for a higher price, you may find the right snug fit cushions. So this is very important. Beside the size, length, width and height, the cushions should also be snug fit. At the same time, it should be able to accommodate your large watches. So this is one. I use it occasionally when I travel and I have to carry more than one, say 2 watches. And this works like fairly okay. And I know as we go into the journey, we keep experimenting. So I bought this, a wooden watch case. So it has glass on top and it's made of pure wood. And it looks very beautiful if you open it also, but somehow the workmanship is not up to the mark, because see, length, width is okay, but the depth of the case is not okay. So I'm sure many of you might have encountered this, that when you close it, and especially if it has a glass lid, the watches, the crystal of the watch tends to collide with the glass. So that is not something like you would like to have, because even if accidentally this goes down, it might simply crash with your crystals. So keep this thing in mind. Don't buy such kind of watch cases. Although it has a velvet lining and it has a good finish altogether, it looks good, it stores good, but the only problem is the height of the glass, where the glass is put up. Maybe it should be a centimeter more. So if you can find a good fit, only then you should buy this kind of case. Then I have experimented with the next level, or gone to the next level, and here it is. It appeared very nice on the e-commerce websites, and it had right dimensions also when I measured it actually. But when it came, it had also the same problem. So if you open it, it is made of very good fabric, excellent cushions, everything is good. It has a glass top, but the challenge is probably people have not given it a thought that we are going to store watches in it. So see, this is pretty broad, and the watches are like completely on the loose. So in order to improvise, I just turned it 90 degrees, and then now it's a snug fit. So okay, I was able to solve one problem, but the other problem remained. So the other problem is same, the glass, the top glass. Now the top glass tends to collide with the watches or the crystal of the watches, especially if you have a domed crystal, then it's a much bigger problem. And in any case, it's a problem. So here again, you should look into this matter very seriously. First of all, the snug fitting of the watches so that the watches don't move, don't wobble, and the top should have ample amount of space so that it does not collide with your uh, with the crystals of your watches. So even if this is quite a snug fit because I have changed the direction of the cushions, still they tend to go left right. If I pay slightly less attention at any point of time. So this is the one, and it has like all other things which are good. It has a good fabric. See, the color is also very nice and very well made. It is made in Singapore, and that's why I liked it. But see, the moment I turned it, the watch went haywire. So after this, I further improvised. So now here comes another watch case where my search comes to an end. This is by Rothwell from San Francisco. So this is an American company which makes watch cases. And this is sourced from Rothwell in San Francisco by Amazon. So if you just do a quick unboxing of this box, so it opens up like a Swiss watch box like this, and here comes the box. So let me remove this. So here we are. So see, it has a nice lining of leather all around, rectangular shape. It's a 12 watch case, and it comes with a small pouch, and the pouch contains Rothwell warranty card for 1 year and a vintage styled key to lock your watch case. So why do you need the locking or security of the watch case, especially from the kids, while you are inside your home? Okay, so here is a watch case. It's a 12 watch case. It has felt lining all around, and it has a border around the boxes or the slots where you can keep the watches. So this one is of brownish or maroonish color. You have other options also like gray or like black. So I choose this option. This is black leather case, and maroon inserts and maroon cushions also. So what are the unique features of this watch case? If we close it, so if you measure the length, if you measure the height of the watch case, so I'm just measuring only those things which are material. The length of the watch case is not important as such. So it is 90 millimeter in height, which is good enough to store watches. In terms of depth, it is slightly more than 45 millimeter. The width is 48 millimeter, so it can easily store your 45 or around 45 millimeter watches, which is standard. So if you take really oversized watches, then you might have to look somewhere else, although this can also fit because it has very interesting, like, the cushion dividers or the slot dividers are again made of leather at the top, and of course the cardboard or maybe wood with a felt lining at the bottom or the body. So this is approximately 1 centimeter wide on both the sides. So on one side it is slightly less, on the other side it is slightly more than 1 centimeter. So which gives you perfect space between the watches so that your watches don't collide. This is number one, and the length of the slot is 82 millimeter. So 82, depth 45, and width is 48, and the height of the case is 90 millimeters. So then another feature which should be there in any watch case is the cushion should also be of the right uh, thickness and softness. So it should not be like very tight, it should not be very soft, otherwise like the watches will move. So this is just the right amount of softness, and it feels like a memory foam is there inside, and with hardened borders. So the sides are hardened, and this is a proper snug fit. It will not go inside unless you apply pressure. And this is how, if the cushions don't move, your watches will also not move. Second part is, there is enough cushion on this side, on the top of the lid, the problem which I was talking about in other watch cases. So that problem does not come over here because it has enough space at the top. So if you keep the watches, it has enough space at the top, so that there's no chance that even if accidentally the top comes down, it will never hurt your watch. So that is the best part, or probably that is the only part why this watch case had to be purchased. So this comes at less than $100. This particular model, which has no storage except the watch slots. So a 12 watch slot case without any storage tray, it costs less than $100 in US. If you buy it from Rothwell in Rothwell San Francisco, from their site or from Amazon.com, that way. But in India it costed me around $200, so almost more than double. So in case some one of you are traveling to US, please bring a box to me also, for me also, and definitely I'll pay for it. Okay, of any type by Rothwell. So this is our case, and it has a lock and key which is of very good quality. So here is the lock, and the lock works fine. It is made of good quality and it is not like a cheap lock. Another thing which should be there in a watch case should be this. So at the bottom also, it should have a non-skid surface. So they have put the same velvet which is there inside it with a sheet at the bottom so that it does not slip off. So this is where the box is. If I just show you one watch, keeping one watch into it. For the bracelet watches, it is very simple. You open it, you pick up the cushion and you put it over here and you make the cushion wear the watch. And that's it. And then you push it inside. It will be a snug fit. And that's all. So I think it can easily accommodate up to 45 watches. I'll not recommend more than that. Although they will not collide, they'll have ample amount of space vertically and horizontally, which is due to this divided line, which is again made of leather. But it will be a bit oversized. So you might want to look at some oversized cases. So this will be okay for up to 45 very comfortably. So let me put more watches into this and see how the case looks like. So here are some of my watches in the case, and as you can see, it looks beautiful. So if I zoom it, this is how it looks like, and this is how it looks in a closed position. Okay, here it is. And see, the watches don't move at all. And virtually this is so good that whatever watches of whatever price you keep inside it, it will look really nice. And the watches also will stand out. So this is a pretty heavy case also. Probably it is made of wood inside, or as the base is like 1 kg plus. So here my search for a affordable watch case comes to an end, although some luxury options are always available. But this one is quite an affordable and just the right thing that anybody can want to have. Okay, I'll just zoom in a bit and show you closely. So see, these are the dividers. The vertical ones, or along the width, it is a bit thin, a bit less than 1 centimeter, and along the middle it is a bit thick, or rather more than 1 centimeter. So I hope you liked the video, and in case you have any query or any doubt, you can feel free to ask me. And if you like the video, as usual, please subscribe to my channel and support me so that I feel motivated to post more videos. Thank you.